Polygon just announced one of the biggest partnerships in cryptocurrency history. We're going to go over what the partnership is, how it came to be, and what it means for Polygon and its growth prospects into the future. So we're going to dive right into it and get you up to speed with everything you have to know around this. So let's dive right in. So essentially getting right to the point, the major partnership was with Starbucks. So Starbucks is now going to leverage Polygon and its ecosystem to essentially bring NFTs to their loyalty program experience that is already extremely successful. And we're going to dive into that in more detail here in a second. But basically the idea is on this Web3 platform they're calling Starbucks Odyssey, they'll be able to provide Starbucks Rewards members and the company's US employees with the opportunity to earn NFT assets that they're calling NFT stamps at the moment. And if we pop over to the Starbucks website, you can see we're starting to get an initial taste of what that branding is going to look like. You know, this is a Starbucks article written by Starbucks on their website, so you can tell that they're putting budget behind it, they're excited about it, and they're invested in it, quite literally. And so if we scroll down here and just take a look at what this is going to look like in terms of a vision of what Starbucks is thinking, is that they're basically picturing this Starbucks Odyssey Web3 platform as an extension of the industry-leading Starbucks Rewards program that they built, so that the members of that program can then access this Starbucks Odyssey platform using their Starbucks Rewards login credentials. And I wanted to highlight this at the bottom too, because this is so critical. No crypto wallet or cryptocurrency will be required. They're literally going to be purchasing with a credit card, and in real time that USDC can be converted to another crypto if that's required for the NFT. So this is going to be extremely easy in terms of onboarding, adoption, and we're going to go over just how many people are going to have access to this, because the numbers are quite quite crazy. I did not know Starbucks Loyalty Rewards program was this successful, and we're going to dive into the details there in a moment. But I just can't stress this enough of how important this aspect of no crypto wallet or cryptocurrency being required, how important that is for just your average person walking in to a Starbucks and wanting to be a part of this, but not knowing anything about crypto, and what that does to the total addressable market of people that could be using this new Starbucks Odyssey with the Polygon integration. But going really quick back over to why Starbucks has essentially chosen Polygon, I think that this is such an important point, and one that we hit on this channel a lot. So a lot of it is around sustainability. So this is Ryan Butts, who's the VP of the loyalty program at Starbucks. He basically said building Starbucks Odyssey using technology that aligns with our sustainability aspirations and commitment is a top priority. Polygon's fast, low cost, and carbon neutral network is the perfect foundation for our first digital community. Now, it's really important to note that a lot of these Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies, one of their big pillars of what they want to do in the next 10 to 20 years is become, carbon neutral or be more sustainability minded, right? And right now, one of the biggest criticisms about crypto is that we're not quite there yet. And there is some truth to that, but Polygon is actually going above and beyond what most cryptos have done. And it's putting them in a really good spot to capture a lot of the really early adopter institutions from the Fortune 500, in the corporate world, and give them a great experience while, Ethereum, Solana, a lot of these other guys are going to have to catch up and really sell themselves over Polygon if Polygon gets a foot in the door in companies like Starbucks. And what I'm talking about is they have always had a commitment to having this kind of green sustainability aspect of their brand. They're always holding these summits. So Green Blockchain Summit 2 is coming up. It's virtual, open to all, coming September 29th. Not only that, but they're also actively, not just hosting events, they're actively working to reduce their emissions. So when they work with this group, CCRI, this group estimated that the majority, basically 99.9% of Polygon's emissions originated from the chain's activities on the Ethereum base layer. So come the merge, when it's going to be proof of stake, and there's not going to have to be this kind of additional activity, that causes basically these carbon emissions, what we're going to see here in terms of carbon footprint is outstanding. So you're going to see here, network emissions wise, right? We're 61,000 tons of CO2. That's from 2021 to 2022 last year. And post-merge, this is what they're expecting, 56. So 56 tons as opposed to 61,000 tons, obviously almost 100% decrease. And that's in 1 year. That's going from 2021, 2022 to 2022, 2023. And that's going to be post-merge. So it's really exciting to see Polygon's doubling down on this. Clearly, I understand why. It's led to some success in terms of onboarding, companies like Polygon. They have some other partnerships in the works as well. Onboarding folks like Starbucks, and they have some other partnerships coming down the pipeline. But this is something that I can't stress. A lot of people are focused on this, and whether you think that this is, important or not, whatever your beliefs are around green energy, this is what these companies care about. This is what Starbucks, Walmart, all of these massive companies, this is what they have to care about, and what they have to say they care about, even if they don't, because that's how their money is going to be made, and how they grab that customer experience and customer loyalty from their most highest spending customers, right? So if we go into just a little bit about what this impact's going to mean in terms of the total addressable market for Polygon, and how many people are actually going to be able to touch the Polygon ecosystem through this loyalty rewards program, let's break it down. So first of all, in the world of customer loyalty programs, this is something that, I think I remember studying in college, hearing about how good the Starbucks loyalty program was built, and how sustainable it's been. But basically, it has one of the most loyal followings of any other loyalty program. So almost 25 million members, and it now represents more than half of their total spend in their stores across the thousands of stores that they have across the entire world. So 53% of all their spend is coming from loyalty program members. So think about how valuable that is as a company, right? And think about how focused Starbucks must be on basically tapping into this and doubling down on this, and that's why they're partnering with Polygon. And it's not just 25 million members in total that are just, signed up and they have their email, right? If we look at an actual chart of the 90-day look back, so 90-day active loyalty members, it's hovering above 20 million consistently, close to that 25 million. So out of the 25 million total people that are signed up, just about 24 million of them are active at least once every 3 months. So they're going to Starbucks using that, Starbucks reward card or Starbucks reward app at least once every 3 months. So this is a high frequency, high volume asset that Starbucks has essentially built alongside their business to then promote their business and, garner repeat business over and over again. And now Polygon's looking to help enhance this with that NFT marketplace. So you're thinking about bringing Polygon's blockchain experience to 25 million people, and more specifically, 24 million people at least once every 3 months are going to be touching this, and at least have the option to, enroll in this reward program, right? So it's going to be really, really interesting to see, what happens here. It's clearly a very, very large addressable market, and it's going to open the eyes to, I think, a lot of people in terms of using blockchain technology, getting introduced to NFTs. The stamp program that they have sounds pretty interesting. They're going to have some cool artists involved in it. It's supposed to be very interactive, and the way that they've built their loyalty up over the last, 10 years or so, 5 years, I'm pretty confident Starbucks is going to be able to roll this out pretty successfully. But if we go back to, now that we've kind of addressed the total addressable market, what it could be, what it could mean for Polygon, and its involvement with Starbucks and how successful the partnership could be, let's look at, just from a basic level, how Polygon has managed to grow, let's say just month over month, right? So this is their monthly look back that they always post. This is for August of this year. And we're going to right off the bat notice some pretty insane numbers for a month over month metric, right? We're talking about unique users up 7.2% at 2.4 million folks using the Polygon network. Transactions are up 6% at 89.8 million. Average cost of transaction hasn't really gone anywhere, but basically $0. And the NFT sales volume has been outstanding, up 4.5x, 443% to $1.97 billion in revenue. And then we're also talking about a 10% increase in network revenue to 1.59 million. So some incredible growth metrics there. This is on a month over month basis. So really, really exciting to see. Polygon is just accelerating, hitting their stride, and growing in a bear market, and establishing this much needed foundation of institutional support, real world use cases that's going to be needed to get through the other side of a bear market and see the next bull, right? And so this is one of the biggest things about these large scale projects that you want to see them working on. And of that theme of scale, I also wanted to really quickly highlight this incredible growth opportunity at Polygon. So they are basically getting ready to hire 40% more workers in the coming months. And their idea is that now that more, a lot of crypto companies have laid off recently, there's going to be a lot of available talent that maybe wasn't available even 3 to 6 months ago. So while other companies have laid off employees or have hiring freezes, they're doubling down and hiring more of those folks that they need, hoping that more of those quality, talented employees are out of the market. And I think it's a great idea to be coming at it from that direction. But just to give a quick little breakdown, right now they have 500 full-time employees that work from pretty much all remote locations. And they're going to be looking to hire 200 managers, engineers, and staff for overseeing partnerships. So you can see they've built the foundation. Now they're going into establishing a wide moat with their partnerships. If they can nail 20 Fortune 500 companies when the rest of layer 2s and the rest of crypto has no Fortune 500 partnerships, what do you think that means for the next wave of Fortune 500 companies coming on? They want to go with the established company, the one that's done it before. Let's say if the NFT Starbucks relationship works really well. These companies coming into crypto over the next 10 years want a company that has experience and knows how to do it. So if Polygon's able to basically add to this partnership team, make sure that they're garnering more relationships in the corporate world, that means more and more success down the line. But basically they're trying to add those engineers, staff for partnerships. And they also want to add high quality Web3 developers, which is really hard to come by in a market where people aren't getting laid off and people are happy where they're at. So right now, where they're happy where they're at, and now that there's kind of this lull and there's hiring freezes and people are getting laid off, they see this as an opportunity to grab some of that really good Web3 developer talent. So just extremely exciting times for Polygon. This is, again, I'll reiterate, one of the biggest partnerships we've ever seen in cryptocurrency. It's flat out. I don't know how to really, understate how important this is. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this gave you a little bit more information on what's going on, how important this is. And let me know what you think in the comments. Really excited to see how this plays out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.